So before I do get into the video, I've got a quick little message from one of my sponsors, and it's that Earthcroak are currently having an Easter sale with as much as 40% off all of their gaming chairs. All you need to do is check out the links down in the description below to shop2orgame.co.uk, and you can buy one of these chairs for up to 40% off. But anyway guys, without further ado, one of the biggest questions at this moment in time in regards to Call of Duty World War II is, are the kill streaks going to be boring? Is the game going to be boring because there's only going to be a few kill streaks? And I think this is coming from a lot of the younger people that have started playing Call of Duty. Maybe they've seen some clips of Call of Duty World at War, they've not really experienced it, and also some players that have played the game are all thinking, well, we're only going to get 3 kill streaks this year because World War II, of course, was a long time ago and there's not going to be a lot of kill streaks. However, that is not the case. What I'm going to do very quickly is I'm going to show you a kill streak on screen right now, or a potential kill streak, and this is called the Goliath. Well, we've already heard that name before in Call of Duty Advanced Warfare, meaning it's probably not going to come to the game as the Goliath, but essentially what this was is an RCXD. It was a mini tank, it had a massive bomb payload on it, and what the soldiers would do is they would drive this bad boy into enemy trenches, defences, bunkers, whatever, and simply just detonate it, killing off whoever was in the vicinity. Now, I believe a couple of 100 of these was made. It was then scrapped because it wasn't that useful, but nonetheless, it was created in World War II, and it is a kill streak that I think will definitely come to the game. Now, the reason I'm saying this is because every single year, Call of Duty follows a very similar pattern with their kill streaks. We get pretty much the same kill streaks every single year, apart from their named differently, they're designed differently of course, but pretty much they have the same attributes, and I think we're going to see that this year with Call of Duty World War II. Now, as for kill streaks, let me just quickly talk about all of the kill streaks. Now, I do need to say that these are predictions. None of this information is true or anything like that. Leaked information, nothing like that. These are my predictions, but I strongly believe that these will be coming to the game. First of all, we have the UAV and the counter UAV. Within this title, they'll probably be called the spy plane and the counter spy plane. Pretty much traditional throughout every single Call of Duty title. Now, we do get these 2 kill streaks, and they're probably going to make it, or should I say they will make it, into Call of Duty World War II. Then we have the Goliath, which will probably be 4 to 5 kills or 4 to 500 points, whatever it's going to be this year, score streaks or kill streaks, I'm not entirely sure. Next up, we're going to have the care package. Of course, this is a standard kill streak as well throughout every single Call of Duty title, and then it kind of gets a little bit weird from this point. However, there is a lot of kill streaks, a lot of vehicles in World War II that could come to the game as kill streaks. We have the artillery, of course, we've seen that within Call of Duty World at War. I'm pretty certain that is going to come to the game as well, because we've had the likes of the lightning strike, the precision airstrike and stuff like that in previous titles, and it just makes sense to also add the artillery into Call of Duty World War II. Then we have the bombing run. Of course, we've seen this within Black Ops 1, within Modern Warfare 3. I'm not sure what it would be called in this game, but there was a lot of bombs, of course, dropped in World War II, and it's likely that a bombing run type kill streak will be coming to the game, probably around 8 to 10 kills, something like that. Then we have 2 variations of some kind of helicopter kill streak, maybe one which is the traditional attack helicopter, and then we could have a heavy helicopter such as the chopper gunner from Call of Duty Black Ops 1, where players would be able to shoot from the helicopter with a minigun, and maybe 2 people could be inside of this or something like that. Of course, within Call of Duty Advanced Warfare, we got to see that players could get in kill streaks as well, and it's possible that this could also come to Call of Duty World War II. Then we have something that is going to be very interesting, and it's called the Gustav gun. And this was and still is, the biggest gun of all time. It was absolutely huge. It shot, I believe, 12-ton shells. It was created by the Germans. It had a crew of 4,000 people to operate. And of course, this was designed by Hitler, because the Nazis just believed in all of these big and massive outlandish weapons. And this particular gun fired something like 30 shells within its existence. Then it was captured and destroyed. But nonetheless, this was created within World War II. I don't think that this is going to be the nuke within the game, but instead it could be very similar to the Loki that we've seen within Call of Duty Ghosts or whatever the other one was that shot down all of the missiles. Very similar to that. That'll be pretty cool. The absolute devastation that this weapon left was incredible, and I would like to see this in Call of Duty World War II as well. Now, I have some unusual things that I wanted to mention towards the end of this video that could make it into the game as well. Of course, the attack dogs. If you're not aware, there was also attack dogs within World War II that carried bombs. They was actually trained to run underneath tanks and blow the tanks up, but because of all of the weapons that were shooting and stuff like that, they was pretty ineffective. But these could also come to the game, maybe as a swarm kill streak or something like that. I'm not entirely sure how that would go down with a lot of people, but nonetheless, attack dogs, exploding dogs, whatever, could come to the game, and also the flamethrower. Now, the reason why I wanted to leave this towards the end of the video is because the flamethrower could come to the game as a specialist. I strongly believe that specialist characters will be coming to this game. I'll have a video on that later on this week about specialists, and well, the flamethrower could make it as a kill streak as well. Then we have the tank. Of course, we've seen this within Call of Duty World at War. Not entirely sure how it would work out, but nonetheless, it could be in the game. And finally, we have the kamikaze, and the reason why I'm saying this one last is because, well, there is a lot of sensitive issues surrounding the kamikazes, and I just really didn't want to put it in this video, but it is worth mentioning if Sledgehammer Games do incorporate it into Call of Duty World War II multiplayer. Of course, if they do add it as maybe a killer hunter type kill streak from Call of Duty Black Ops 2, then we could also get a swarm variation where there would be loads of them. Not entirely sure if it's worth really doing, considering all of the sensitive issues surrounding the subject. It could also potentially be some kind of predator missile, but like I said, very sensitive subject. There was also the first ever laser guided missiles within World War II. They could also come as a predator missile. I don't have any specific names for you guys, but you can do the research into it yourself and you'll see that actually there was a lot of special weapons, vehicles, etc. within World War II that could easily make it into the next Call of Duty title. But anyway, guys, I'm gonna leave the video as that. Also, if you're not aware, I've gave over 300 Destiny 2 codes over on Twitter these past couple of days. I would definitely recommend going and checking out my Twitter. The link will be down in the description below. And of course, don't forget to check out my sponsor Earthcroc with their massive 40% sale down in the description below as well. But anyway, guys, that is pretty much it from me. I belong Sensation. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video.